but it should all be very interesting. I have figured out kind of who I want to take, but doing them is going to require me to go for a DNA Digivolution route because I can't Digivolve straight into the Digimon because it requires you to have a Digimon that only synthesizes in an endgame dungeon, and that endgame dungeon is not worth getting just a single champion level for. So I'm just going to go down the DNA Digivolution route because that is just easier to deal with. But yeah, last time we were supposed to be going into the Union Quest to continue the plot, but since we can't do that, we're going to be doing something else. I believe I have a Patamon that is an Aizen, so I might be able to just do something with them. I don't know where they are though, because there is Aizen slowly going through stuff. Yes, it does not appear that they're there. What? I think I called it Kokomon. Oh, Tokamon. There we are. Are you the Tokamon? No, you're a new Tokamon. Yeah, because your stats are abysmal. Where's the other Tokamon? Uh-oh. Huh. Oh wait, no, is Aizen the good Tokamon? Aizen is the good Tokamon. I see. That's okay, to be honest. Yeah, I think this means Aizen is going to be joining the team. I'm gonna switch out Ruin. He's done enough for the team right now, and Aizen will now be joining the main party, and that is because I need to reach the Magna Angemon Digimon in order to get some pretty decent progress. So let us put on the equipment that he needs. Our EXP ring beta. You have to be level 20 for it? Yike. Alright, never mind. Ooh. We'll throw on EXP ring alpha for now. When one of the back row hits level 20, remind me, and I will make sure that our EXP ring beta gets equipped onto them. So that now that that has been sorted, I think we're just gonna do a bit of grind, like a tiny bit of grind, nothing too crazy. Just so we can get a little bit of extra stuff done. And I'm thinking the best place to grind is going to be Task Canyon, probably. This will give us some Holy XP as well as Dragon type. We're not going to stick around here too long. I should probably check and see what Patamon actually needs to Digivolve, so that way we can get that straight away. And like I said, because this isn't going to be a huge grind, I'm not going to do anything like do Turbo for now. We're actually just going to chill, play the game for a bit. And let us find out, what do you need? 300 Holy XP and level 19. Alright, so let's get the 300 Holy XP at the very least. But it shouldn't take too long. I mean, those baby Digimon basically did it. And Jamie, hop in Bleach, because we're waiting on you. So you can get free stuff off of our hard work. And another Chibomon. We now have the ability to synthesize Chibomon, so we can actually start getting him from other routes if we so needed. This is unnecessary, yes, but as I don't anticipate us being here for very long, I'm not particularly worried about my usage. An anti-num-D. And just a single Sunmon. Wait, where am I going? Alright, it is up the rope. The reason I went back down the rope is because of because of the item. So overall, how was your stream, Connor? I don't know fully where... Well, I guess I know story-wise where you got up to, but I don't know how much was done in order to get there. And Jamie, I saw you stabilized in silver too. I was kind of late to just getting on the streams. I did watch them once I got up, but I was kind of late just getting up. And then I was taking care of some other things before I finally actually logged on to the PC. And there's a chest. Things went smoothly up until the last Union mission. Fair enough. I now actually leave the door open to allow for airflow and stuff. However, just close it up and over so you can't see like into the rest of the house. So we got that nice white backdrop. Jamie, you have taken too long, so I'm just gonna do this first quest without you. Alright, so that's Digimon 200S. Yeah, I'll probably do my gold rank tamer test today if I feel ready for it. Obviously, I will not be using megas, so I will not be able to even attempt platinum. Nobody learned any new skills, but overall seems to be going well. Only satisfied. This one needs better food production, I think. Ooh, that is my phone making a lot of noise because I am also grinding raids in Bleach Brave Souls while streaming. We got this. If there was a way for me to capture my phone screen at the same time, I would possibly consider doing it. Just because there's obviously a lot of white space. But it is no big. Also, the game runs in horizontal, not portrait, so it's not like it would perfectly fill up what we're doing anyway. Let's see how Rising Ray goes. Simple damage, 771 without crit, 778 without crit, so that can take out a Guilmon nice and easy. Nope. The camera in this game is designed to ever so slightly just about withhold information. I really just want a 3-space move. I'm so sick of using this 4-space move just because I don't have a 3-space. I also should probably check and see if Rising Ray is actually in the right spot. Because I always sort my attacks by mana. And I don't think this is in the correct spot. Yep, that is a significantly higher energy usage than anything else. Of course, we're getting a bunch of dragons now that I need to get holy XP. Of course. And, you know, complain and you shall see change. Bring the riot. As we've got a 5 stack, alright, 4 stack of holy. 4 stack of holy, so, you know, it could be better. But not better by much. Let's claim all of that holy XP right here, right now. With a big slurp. Also, I've moved my audio source all the way over there, so I can't just easily readjust. I actually do have to lean forward to it. So this should keep the gain from peaking a little bit too much. We'll see if we can just kiss the taint of the red. Also, Jamie, if you don't get here fast, you're going to be missing out on these fat potteroonies because I'm just going to keep rolling into them where it is applicable. That should get Eisen the ability to digivolve once he hits level 18 now. Yeah, okay, so he just needs, 19. So 8 more levels. How close are these to leveling up? Because if they're real close... 392, yeah, what we'll do is we'll get these to go through level 20. So I'll basically nope out of here the moment I see a save point. Alright, there it is. We found our save point, so we're just gonna grind up to level 20, switch over to the new... switch over to the EXP Ring B. And we'll throw that on Paildramon because he's not going to be digivolving all over the gap, whereas Guilmon is probably actually ready. Well, will be ready to digivolve quite soon, more than likely. Alright, we're going to go for Rising Ray. This also, I believe, is his first actual double attack move. Alright, so not amazing there for XP, but it is what it is. And depending on how fast I catch up and how fast we just make progress during the game, I may consider also doing something else, maybe playing a little bit of Rivals of Aether or some Attack on Titan. Gotta get some practice in for Sunday. I was mashing and forgot I was standing over this. Yep, I was mashing. Now I do feel foolish. We're just gonna camp the first area because there's still not much to do. And I really do not feel like walking through here again. Okay, it still gave us 3 scans. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I realize I haven't actually posted about this on social medias yet because I wasn't... I was caught very off guard. So I will quickly just copy paste previous stuff from yesterday. And there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And then it goes to Twitter. And then it goes to Facebook. That should be, unless I've Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's everyone now. So I've now actually posted it. So we may see some action in stream that isn't the peeps that facilitated the raid. Speaking of raids, also got to set up the next one with Bleach. Okay. So maybe one more encounter? If it's a 3-stack, it should just be one more encounter. And I'll use this union money in order to get me some farm equipment to improve the food situation on Dirkling Isle. No, it does cost less. I think they would have a resistance to flame, but I guess it was not enough of a resistance. There we have it. Let's see when you actually digivolve. Level 21, but we said we were going to let you hit your max aptitude of 23 just for the stats. What is your max aptitude? 21. We'll let them hit max aptitude for their digivolutions. Get me out of here. So now chat, do you think I should go and do... No, never mind. We're not going to do the gold rank tamer test. I just don't feel ready for it. So we're gonna just start up now. I'll start them now with our union quest. This is the market. The offices go up. This is a reception center where we deal with quests invited by Union headquarters. So our next one is going to be to go to Thriller Ruins. So we'll be returning to a place that we've actually spent a lot of time in. We've actually skipped ahead to be able to go to the area that it's going to send us to. So unfortunately, a little bit of spoilers, I guess. I think I've done it on stream. If not, then ignore me. Oh, Eli, you're here. I'm getting a bad feeling. This might be where we need to put some extra effort. You be careful. I don't know what it is about Gideon, but he reminds me of Akihiko so much for some reason. Oh, Eli, you're here. Quest? Oh, the Thriller Ruins investigation. Lytton, I think we should let Eli know. You're right, Anubismon. I want you to keep this between us. We haven't seen Chief Glare or Ophanimon lately. We asked the others, but it seems no one knows where they went. We tried tracking the Chief's Digivice, but we couldn't find it anywhere in Sunshine City. I'm sure there's no reason to worry about them, though. And so, Anubismon and I have decided to manage the Union quest for Chief Glare and Ophanimon. Don't worry so much. It'll be okay, Lytton. Chief Glare will be back soon. You're right, Anubismon. Right now, the server is still unstable. Please investigate deep inside Thriller Ruins. We're counting on you, Eli. Yeah, so nothing too specific. Just go deep into Thriller Ruins, something we've done many times with inferior Digimon, so no need to worry momentai, as our bunny-eared friend has once touted as a mantra. we're going to be going to Thriller Ruins. And we're going to start just straight in the deep end of Thriller Ruins. That actually threw me off. I was expecting to have to trawl through the just dregs of garbage. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to back out because, one, I haven't fixed the food situation in Dirkling Isle, and two, I haven't received back MP as a result of going home. So I'm going to quickly do that. And we do have, well, we don't have any extra cash, but can we, well, we should have some, okay, no, we have a lot more cash than I thought we did. So I'm going to buy possibly an expansion for Dirkling Isle in order to just put in the fruit tree. Because I think the fruit tree is going to be more than enough, even if they are like Terriermon and don't get us anything. Sup, Dale? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, we're just playing some more Digimon World Dawn. A fruit tree. And we need our memory expansion. I'm still not going to do a DPU expansion. And there we have Keno J in chat as well. Welcome to the chat, my man. Is this is that your first message off of the brand spanking new PC? Arrived today, ready to carry the charity stream? Hope you've been able to get everything set up relatively okay. Alright, this should be more than enough of an expansion. You pick, oh, it's not here yet, you're picking it up tomorrow. That's fair. To be honest, I may have just misread in chat or I'm misremembering. But I'm pretty sure you did, you probably did say it correctly. And I'm just Ann Papega. Ah, you're making your new emote, the Gabumon without the fur. I respect it. You're immediately putting that motivation to work. Okay, so, ooh, the belt machine, HP max. Yes, we got that from becoming a just generally better tamer. We don't need the tiny field. But we don't really have anything to replace it with. This costs 12 and the belt machine costs 16, so we couldn't actually put it down if we wanted to. Belt machine will take a while before we can use it, but we'll keep hold of it because it could be quite useful. How are we doing for equipment? These guys aren't close to digivolving as far as I know. Yeah, 64 and 27,000. And yeah, we're not even close. So these aren't close to digivolving, so really their equipment should be good. You got Clip Studio paint for 20 quid. Okay, so you got the not like stupid massive one, but you got like the good one. I say that, there's only two versions. You got the non-stupid massive one. Sounds Gucci. EX1 is... The name convention is so dumb. EX1 is just the cheaper one, and then Pro is the fat Mama Jamma one. Yeah, okay. But yeah, enjoy. It's got some solid features even without being like the stupid over-the-top version. The only thing I would say that the 3D is good for is if you want to do perspectives or like an interesting pose, it has a 3D mannequin that you can adjust and stuff, but there's a free software that Jade uses called Design Doll. So if you search Design Doll, you can basically get that feature for free. It's an open source software. So you just do Design Doll. It's kind of rudimentary, like you can't really do any sculpting or anything in it, but you can get your poses set up, your camera angle, screenshot it, take it into clip, and then, you know, work on top of it. Great alternative to having one of the actual mannequin dolls. Yeah, Design Doll's very, very good. But yeah, enjoy. Clip Studio Paint, better than Photoshop in nearly every way. The only thing I would say that Photoshop very much trounces it in is text editing and some other things. You're gonna pick up the mix I was talking about yesterday, the Focusrite Solo. Good choice. I think that is definitely the play. The Go XLR Mini is a bit more expensive, but I don't think the features it adds are worth the amount of time put in. We have a Phantomon. Haven't seen you before. Yeah, I think this Focusrite Scarlet, especially as like our first mixer, is so good. If I was to switch from an interface to a mixer, I would probably switch to a Go XLR in the future, but that's only to maintain the number of ports that I have and stuff like that. I can already do so much with the Scarlet that I wouldn't need to change. And yes, it was dumb to get the 2i4 instead of the 3rd gen 2i2. But I just wanted it because brush steel is nice. I like me brush steel, even though brush steel actually gets dustier faster, which is actually kind of annoying because the grooves actually trap just dirt. So you just got to wipe it down more often to keep it sparkly clean. I've actually moved around my desk again. I did it today. Now, so at the very beginning, my Focusrite Scarlet was on the very right-hand side of my desk. Now, then it was moved basically into like the middle on the right-hand side of my desk. But it started interfering with my keyboard when I was playing Attack on Titan yesterday. And just spreading the good word about the charity stream we're doing tomorrow. I was like, damn, I've got a smaller keyboard, but this, the FET head that I have to boost the audio signal so I can turn down my gain adds like an extra 2.5 inches to the XLR port. So what would usually be this sticking out of the interface, so I don't have it underneath the microphone and getting in the way. I just have the FET head plugged into the interface. So it's like this much sticking out the interface, and it was just interfering with the keyboard. So I've now rearranged my desk to put my Switch where that was and put the Focusrite where my Switch was. So it's now this side of the desk and out of the way. So I now have much more space. It's very, very nice, but it does mean I can't easily change the gain knob. So you may need to like rearrange like your desk setup, but the fact that yours is nice and small should be quite convenient for if you ever need to reposition. Your emote is up for review. Cannot relate. I don't know how many times you need to have uploaded emotes before Twitch just says, you know what, Chief, you're good. Because I know I have instant emotes, and so does Cameron, I think. But to be fair, I always got mad lucky with emotes. Mine would always be like less than 48 hours. Like the last one before it was instant upload was VPOG. Back when VPOG was a bit emote, I think. Actually, no, it was Shrug. Shrug got approved in under 48 hours, and then VPOG was instant. Whether I will lose my instant upload once the last emote that is on the cards on the current road plan is uploaded, we shall wait and see. But yeah, currently I've been behaving. No reason for Twitch to take away my take away my instant emote. But you know, it could happen in future. You know, but we still got a couple of other emotes on the way before Jade potentially gets my instant emotes revoked. And I'm sure that sounds very ominous, but I can assure you that I'm up to no mischief whatsoever. So Phantomon is actually going to live here. Oh my days, they all lived. Huh. I was kind of expecting that to do something. Oof. And then Nightmare to put to sleep. Alright, so he shrugged it off. Which is good. Alright, so Guilmon is now 1 level away. Let's see what the farm results are up to now that I have switched things around. Very nice. We're seeing Ruin not level up, but his aptitude is high enough, just making sure. So 5 levels left on the boys before they need to level up. I actually need to put them in my team to get their friendship up. Mono is not a max aptitude. None of them are. Oh wait, Vmon is at max aptitude. I need to go back for him then. I was not expecting him to be there. Everyone very full. The food changes have been greatly appreciated, clearly. It's interesting that being here doesn't actually change the music. I mean, it does for combat, but 955. Alright, so we're going to ignore Candlemon and we're going to focus on the Phantomon, as they are more of a problem. I'm going to crit both of them, apparently, so a nice easy wash there for the team. And Courage is going to pick them off with the Gatling Punch. Actually no, I still look fine on stream, so no need to turn the lights on just yet. So how goes... Oh wait, you've already done the Gavin one with the first, so what else are you going to be up to, Jack? Is today a work day, or are you off? Alright, so I'm pretty sure I just came straight back out of the hole that I was in. Which is not particularly useful. We also didn't find anything in that Chaos Zone, which is kind of surprising. I may have already gone through it and found something, but oh well. Guilmon very, very close to being able to Digivolve at his max level. Oh, crap. Was not ready for that. That's such a waste. I fell asleep to your stream for a second. Legendary ASMR. I do my best to bring the soothing, dulcet tones of my voice, and then I make you very alert when I just go, oh crap, mad loud. I was not expecting that to be what it was, so unfortunate. Kari getting outsped by the Dark Patamon, the Tsukaimon. I mean, this has still mostly been a wash though. It just is unfortunate that we're not going to be making use of this Dark XP for Guilmon particularly much. But as long as it gives us the option to move around so I can break the chain and be able to Digivolve, that will be useful. Yep, so a complete waste for two of them. She's gonna learn Celestial Craft. I'll probably get rid of Sharp Claw. Gatling Punch still has his uses. Earthquake! You've defeated my Tsukaimon. You're very skilled. Are you that tamer I've been hearing about? A vast world this is indeed. You may not be that tamer, but I never knew there would be another with such skill. Boss, that's the tamer I was talking about before. Come on, bro. Why'd you rat me out? Also, yep, unfortunately, more XP being completely wasted. This is the one that stole the merchandise. Boss, crush him for us. That's right, Galmon. I suffered because of this tamer too. Be careful. Luckily, we only have to fight Gaomon, not all three of them. This tamer will get in the way of our business for sure. Let's take him out now. So you are that tamer. You may be a Union tamer, but how dare you get in the way of Kowloon Co. Having trouble, Eli? Need some help? Hey, sup, girl? Or can the famous tamer handle these guys without breaking a sweat? How dare you insult us? We're a Digimon, Spinomon. Take care of that obnoxious kid. I'll deal with this tamer. Alright, yep, so we do not get to break the chain. We are going straight into it, which means we'll get loads of XP, but unfortunately no post-Digivolution EXP gain. I'm almost tempted to run back. Oh well. So Gaomon is one of the big boys, which means he can get multi-targeted. Damn, I wish there was some, like... I'm just so used to walking into that area without, like, any downsides that I didn't even think about the possibility that it was a boss area. Alright, that actually did some damage. He's going to attribute change. And go for double blade again. He has a very, very cool sprite, I will say. Gurren Johar didn't actually do that much. It seems like he resists fire quite well. So we're going to go down the usual strat of not let him get away with anything. I mean, that doesn't help. But it does seem like Starlight is going to be the carry yet again for the boss fight. Ooh, Volcano Napalm. That hits 2 and 4. Fire resist down. Hits twice as well, if I remember correctly. Does indeed. And Gaomon gonna attribute change. So we're gonna keep using the Raging Light setup. And just keep doing what we do. In the damage race, we're still fine. Outside of a critical, we're basically in no dire straits. Kari is the one taking the most of the beating, just down to her stat line, but she's fine. Raging Flame gonna hit the two that have pretty decent fire resistance, so that's gonna do nothing for us, and an attribute change, so nothing to worry about. But he does get 3 turns back to back coming up. Fire resist down. It would be fun to Rising Ray, but Energy Shot is just better DPS at the moment. And unfortunately, we're not getting to make use of our new Celestial Cross. Only gonna hit Rise with that. 71 damage, fire resist down. Gonna go for it again. And this time it hits for 64. No, that must have been 84. That makes no sense. They would have done less damage with the fire resist. And he's gonna go for Ring Kazan. And it's only gonna do 80. Once again, a fire resist down. It's gonna hit twice. He does look sick. Unfortunately, he is kind of just getting bent over. I'm actually so annoyed that we're missing out on post-Digivolution level boost. It is also more that it sniped me from around the corner. The cutscene started before I was ready. If it was like, if I'd gotten slightly further, I might have been able to go, oh wait, this might be a cutscene and save. And look at that, 10,000 XP that's gonna go completely wasted. Celestial Cross is actually going to get added. You have the original Digimon movie on VHS in your house? That's sick. I actually, I also had the original Digimon movie on VHS. We rebought it a while after. This can't be. I, Gaiomon, losing to this kid. Bah, say it's not true. I guess this is it for us. Yeah, that was the one that also had the bonus thing after. That was close. Are you sure? You're letting me have all 3 of the PD word they drop? Thank you, Eli. Now we can restore access zone to Darkmoon City. I guess I misjudged you. Sorry. We're both Union Tamers, so there's no way that you could be a bad person that would think of destroying the city. Our Chief Julia has been acting strange lately. She's suddenly started saying the city has been divided by a Light Fang conspiracy. Isn't that strange? Anyway, how's Chief Glare? Anything strange on your side? I see. It must be someone trying to make us fight each other. That must be why the chiefs are acting strangely. Eli, from now on, let's work together and we'll share information about who's behind all of this. Let's exchange email addresses on our Digivices. Alright, we got Sayo's email. I'll get back to Darkmoon now. See you, Eli. Thanks again for the PD word. Alright, now we begrudgingly will Digivolve. Begrudgingly Digivolve Growlmon. I'm sorry that you were robbed, my child. You did get some fatty XP though for dragon species. And the derpy Growlmon will remain derpy. Yep, real unfortunate. And there is Black War Growlmon, but we're not going to be going to Black War Growlmon. We're going to be sticking with regular Growlmon. Yes, hugely unfortunate. Same goes for Patamon. Not going to be able to Digivolve there. Truly a huge oversight on my part. I would be tempted to roll back, but I can't be bothered. This means I will have to grind more. If I'd saved recently, I would have done it, but I don't think I've saved since the playthrough started. And in the interest of not, being on turbo, I don't really want to go back. So sorry about that. How... Actually, this is someone who's going to make use of Dragon-type species XP. So... Still not hit the 22,000 required. But with a fat 15,000, he's slowly catching up to the amount of Aquan XP that we have. Slowly. And I think that's basically all we have left to do. We can't go past this area. Paul, if you're in chat, how are you doing for the blue potions? Let me know when we can quit doing runs. Oh, it really does hurt my soul. It really does hurt my soul, knowing that that was entirely avoidable. But let's head back to Lytton. We'll go get our cash. I see. Chief Glare and Ofanimon went at Thriller Ruins. We didn't get any info on the chief, but we found out about Kowloonko and Nightcrow. Don't worry, we'll find out about the chief also. You're right, thanks Anubismon. Eli, well done, thank you very much. Go get your reward at the Shine Center. It looks like something's going on with the Nightcrow also. Please act cautiously. Since Chief Glare isn't here at all, we've got to work together. Got it, Eli? Alright, so let us go get that cash, and I'm also going to quickly throw to a break so I can go grab some something to eat, just so I stop feeling dizzy. And I may also actually turn the light on. This is the reception when we deal with quests invited by the Union headquarters. 190 table points, fat water cash, a gold cloak, and we start with the Holy Digimon. And the Haunted House. We're going to be talking to Digitamamon in Shine Plaza. Plaza is right outside the house, so that's actually good. It means we can head back. I don't think there's anything explicitly we need to do. We do need to Digivolve Vmon though, so let us talk Digitamamon, if we can find him. Hey Eli, I've been waiting for you. I wanted to open a haunted house like Dracula's castle, but all the Digimon I asked to play Dracula turned me down. Do you think you can go ask them again? My oldest man and the others are in Thriller Ruins. So, our job today is rough off a bunch of people that said they don't want to be typecast as an offensive stereotype, because they are Dracula-style Digimon, and we've chosen to go and beat them up because the client paid us cash to do so. Digitamamon is a ruthless businessman and kind of a jerk. However, he is the one providing us cash. Yeah, it's kind of weird, champ, what he's asking us to do, but he is paying us, so you know how it be, chat. We chase the bag. I think this Vmon is supposed to turn into either Magnamon or Flamedramon, not sure which. It would have been actually quite useful to have this Vdramon in the party as well, because that Dragon XP would have been really useful for Flamedramon, but unfortunately because I messed up. He's just gonna be chilling here for now. I simp for Devimon if he paid me an XP, to be honest. Well, he's definitely going to be donating some XP our way. Can you Digivolve yet? Wait, what's your species XP? Dragon is 5.4. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to turn Dave into XVmon, because this should boost his aptitude by quite a bit. It's going up to 52. I'm going to take Dave up to XVmon. I'm going to take him back down to Vmon. Then I'm going to take him up to Vdramon, and he can now go into into Aero Vdramon, having a crapload of aptitude. So Dave's going to have the thickness. I've been thinking that with the combined extremely long animations, this is the most tedious game I've ever played. Not that I've played a lot of grindy things, but that is fair. I could totally see that. This game has some very archaic design in some aspects. Alright, 5 levels left. Still hasn't hit the machine type XP, and I don't think he's going to for a while. But the machine type XP should be quite easy to fix in the future. So I'm going to quickly throw it to a break with the nice chill music. I'm going to go grab something to eat. So I'll be back in like less than 5 minutes, so don't go anywhere. And I shall see you in just a mo. Okay, chat, I have returned. Back from the break once again. Juggling food and gameplay. You know how it be. But let's get these tokens. Huh? I can hear the music. And what is it we want to do? We've upgraded the farm. We botched the EXP. And I don't think there's much really left to do. Except continue grinding these species quests. So it's time to go back to Thriller Ruins. This time not to go get a big heap of dragon XP. Instead, we'll be roughing up some dark Digimon because our potentially racially insensitive egg-looking Digimon client has insisted that we do so. Luckily, we don't actually have to look for this one. It's just right there. And one more encounter will allow us to have maximum scan data for Candlemon. Very nice and simple. Luckily, these should be pretty decent fights, I guess. Who are you? What do you want? What did you tell me must request? Oh, the one I declined? The answer's still no. Why do I have to be Dracula in the haunted house? I won't even be paid. Get out of here if you don't want. I'll force you to. That's right. Digitamamon, not only racially insensitive, he wants to pay them in exposure. What a terrible client. We will be blacklisting him from our list of approved client requesters. Really, he should be actually reprimanded for his actions, but you know he won't be. But unfortunately, a job is a job. Oh wow. It's one less power and significantly less mana. However, Holy Arrow seems to have a crit rate of like 200%, so we continue running it down mid. Dark Whisper, gonna cause Spirit down, nothing else. Probably not what you need right now. And we're gonna Rising Ray just to make sure that he dies, just in case one misses. Or it doesn't kill. The second one will be enough to do it. Ooh, someone learned a new skill. Digimon has learned Double Blaster, which means we can probably replace Gatling Punch, as we do have Earth-type coverage as a 3-space. I lost. Alright, I'll listen to your request. You need to ask Venomaiodon first, though. Go look for it somewhere in Thriller Ruins. So we're going to take the Chaos Zone again, like we did last time, because it did actually take us to a different area. Nice and easy. Let's see how everyone is doing. Actually didn't check the other farms. Okay, so not bad. Bad there on the tiny field, unlucky. But luckily the natural food intake is good enough. Ooh. Alright, excellent. It did still drop. I realize I haven't actually equipped the gold cloak yet, so I should definitely do that on one of them. Probably going to throw it on flare, because the other two are max spec'd into attack equipment. Helps if you press the right button. Oh, they're all spec'd into attack. Alright, so you have a defense of 236. 218. From 217. Wow, you actually have higher defense than Rise Greymon. That's impressive. So he is going to be the one. I'll change out. Oh, but he has like specific equipment. Hello, Fluffy Tail. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Yeah, the bronze blade ultimately is worse than the crystal sword. So we'll switch out a bronze blade for a golden cloak. Increase her speed, so she'll be able to keep up with the other two. I'm doing well. You know what time it is? It is probably time for you to get away with it, because Ben cannot keep up with you in terms of point spending. But first... it has been done. Ooh. Had to get the proper wind up on that one, you know. You got to make sure, you know, I haven't done my pre-dab stretches, so I had to be safe about all of this. I'm just assuming Venomosismon is kind of where the other encounter was. Man has the fattest of dabs. He really does. I put a lot of work in them. I've had some monumental dabs. There is no Ben to serve justice. He's there, I'm sure, but he's unable to dish it out as he is held back by funds. Wow, it missed, really? Understandable. Deputy Keno J. You're heading to the store anyways? Well, hopefully we will see you when you come back from the store, prepped with snacks to chill in chat. But we shall see you in a brief mo. Catch you later, Fluffy. It has been done. You know, despite being absolutely boomed by a cutscene, and not being able to roll back because I didn't save. I still haven't saved, so I'm gonna do that directly after this fight. Yep, 45 minutes since our last save. That was definitely a yikes. Wait, this took us back to the beginning here. Still no 3-space move on Flamon. Oh wow, okay. Looks like we're not going the full route I expected, however we were supposed to end up here. So we're gonna go through the other door. Oh, Venom Myotismon, not Malamyotismon. Huh? You want to use Myotismon to play Dracula? What's this all about? You mocking us, Myotismon? Dracula's castle? Why would I agree to that? No way. Pretty fair, to be honest. And that is a tall lad with big toe beans, and he is going to be cut down to size. Alright, so we made good progress on our first rotation. He's going to use Demon Claw, which is too wide. I don't know if that hits twice. No, it poisons. Oh, it does hit twice, okay. And to be honest, this man is actually doing some serious damage. Dan thinks his head is too small for its body. You would be correct. And welcome to the chat, it's all in the name. Alright, that's more what we needed. I'm gonna play it smart. No, I'm not. Boonga. Boonga. Yeah, it's all in the name. You missed me int a little bit because I got caught off guard by the cutscene that starts the Gaiamon fight with Kowloon. So I'm slightly tilted that I wasted a bunch of XP, namely, you know, a small 10,000 XP. That's a dead Digimon. Oh my days, it hits 3 times. I'll be honest, could not have seen that one coming. I was banking on Demon Claw taking out the 2 on the right. This is like no HP. I really need to get a triple. Yeah, just you know, just a small 10k of XP on 2 Digimon that were, you know, only like 20 XP from hitting max level. So I would digivolve them anyway, you know, just, you know, nothing major or anything. Almost the Demon Claw. Yeah, I think that's GG. We change all of these. See, I don't know how fast they are. I don't know how fast they are, so... Okay, they're actually quite fast. Oh, yeah, I can't revive Digimon in the back row, so we have to commit to just finishing this with this team. Desperado Blaster is stronger, so we're just gonna go with that. Yeah, Aizen was also one of the Digimon that was only like 10 XP or whatever from hitting max level, and would be a much stronger Digimon, if I had anything to say about it. All that Dark XP the main team's gonna miss out on, but luckily, the back team, namely Pyogemon, was able to put in the work needed to finish things off. Committing to the Unga Bunga earlier made that much easier. But hey, at least this fight gave them a decent chunk of levels. Aizen learned a new skill. And he has learned Grand Cross. We're gonna get rid of charge for that. You're a pretty good tamer. All of your Digimon have good look in their eyes. Alright then, I'll agree to your request, whether it be Dracula or Frankenstein. We'll play whatever you want. Thanks, homie, and I am getting out of here. Woof. That did not go well at all. Ugh. And once again, through just roughing up Digimon, we have somehow managed to achieve peace. Even though this definitely feels wrong. Thanks for everything. Venom my oldest man agreed to do it. I'm sure it's gonna be a really scary haunted house. All I need now is to find a really scary castle. Anyway, thank you. Now get your reward at the Shine Center. They're not getting paid as well. Truly, an absolute digital scumbag. Did you see the speed of that? Gonna make a run. All right, no worries. See you in a bit. I don't think there was anything specifically I needed to do in the farm again. What a scuffed day we've had so far. So we're gonna go to the Shine Center to go pick up our cash. And then from there, we can check and see if the dragons finally have any problems. 160 taming points, 11 K-bits, and a full repair tea. This time we're actually gonna go buy some equipment before we leave. Once again, the dragons, they be chillin'. Nothing too much be bothering them. Zudomon from the Aquan Digimon has said that the Aquans are also chilling, which means it is the birds that be in need of assistance right now. The secret letter from Akatorimon. So Shine Square is right around the corner. Akatorimon is right there. Hello Eli, I need your help. I need you to deliver a secret letter to Lilamon in Pallet Amazon. I appreciate it. Okay, we're just doing basic messenger work today. Nice and simple. Shouldn't get into any unspecified combat scuffles. Ooh. You know what? Dracmon has fed the gang. Let's see actually how he's doing. We'll go to the farm that he's on first, which I think is this one? I am incorrect because I am big doo-doo stupid. But whilst we're here, I'm gonna engage turbo mode for this because nobody actually cares about this. Alright, so it ended on a poor note for him. And this is once again the wrong one, but we're gonna go for attack here. Although I'm pretty sure Dino Human will actually start needing speed. Oh. So now by a process of elimination, this is the one that is actually left. And that makes sense considering it is the dark area. Ooh, 5 in a row, let's go. And Lich's partner Digimon is going to also receive training. Let's actually talk to Dracmon. My Digimon species is Dark. I'm Lupe, the Dracmon. I wonder what the farm island is like. I hope it's not a scary place. Well, it'll only be scary if you let it scare you. I really like Sangaloopmon's design, and that is why we have him as Lupe Fiasco, the Sangaloop. And Matadormon is going to be the next Digimon that he needs to get to. Speed 175, level 35, and Dark of 390. So his Dark is sitting at 1677. He actually would have been really useful to have in the back for those last two encounters, so he could actually already have hit the Dark cap, but oh well. Really, I want to switch a speed thing into his farm island, so I'll take it out of... I'll take the trampoline out from here. Ooh, you know what? This place can actually support it. Let's remove the log and put in the belt machine. Wait, I don't think this can actually support it. So I'm actually gonna have to back out of there real quick and go get myself a memory upgrade for this island. Memory expanded. Perfect. Trampoline is what we use to increase speed. Now that you've digivolved, are you still tired? Oh, you're not tired. Alright, so only +2 there, so not great, but we'll make sure to save as well. $25 hours in. Not quite the 40 sitting on Connor's copy of the game, but you know. have been going at very different paces. We should also check and see how Aizen's doing towards that Magna Angemon level. He's not collected the Holy XP, but 10 levels. Oh, he'd be so much closer if I hadn't screwed up. So much closer. But the mistakes were made. We are going over to the Palette Amazon, I believe. As our next quest. I think we've got the time on screen now. I'm going to maybe call it around about 8 PM today. And I will actually try and move my listed stream schedule from the morning to around about these times. When is Camera supposed to go live today? 8 PM, excellent. So yeah, I'll probably head off around about 8 so I can hand over to my man Field Anish once he gets started up. And it's a Cramon. I don't think there's anything. Oh, okay, never mind. Digi-Egg, maybe. Nope, the Amazon key, probably much more useful. Considering a lot of the Digi-Eggs probably won't see use. There's a Muchomon and a Crabmon. We can now synthesize one of those. Okay, so we've got a 1, 2, 4, 5 split, which is a bit annoying. I'll take out the fastest mon first if we can. We can indeed. And a Celestial Hand. Will be like Celestial Cross, but slightly weaker across 2 zones. Which is actually a good point. It's across 2 zones and replaced our Raging Light. What that probably means is it actually costs a decent amount of MP. Never mind, I have it already set up. For some reason. Alright, what is in here? That is a nice little digi-heal. I actually forgot to buy equipment again, to the surprise of no one. I walked in without doing the thing that I said I would do before leaving. Alright, so we have ourselves a full house. And we're gonna thin it very, very fast. I hope you like seafood, and I hope you like some well-seasoned bird. Nice and easy. Kokatorimon is level 34, so it's the highest in that group. And despite my colossal mistake, we are making very good progress level-wise. There is Lilamon. How are you doing, beautiful? Hey, who are you? Do you want something? Go away if you don't need anything. Aren't people like you called stalkers? I don't like people like you. Go away. Ooh. Ooh. This was an encounter. Double Blaster. And that's gonna miss. You wish you could stand up. You wish you were as relevant as Angelwamon. Yes, you may be the ultimate level partner Digimon of the Token Whammon of Season 5, but you will never stand up to the OG Angelwamon. And I understand that makes you upset. However, you just got to accept your role as a C-tier character. Barely distinguishable from Mimi's ultimate level Digimon. You know, I understand your rage, but you just gotta accept. So we're just gonna keep drilling it down the middle. And if one of these crits, this should kill. And there we are. Stupid. I saw someone learn a new move. It was Solar, and he's also going to be learning Celestial Hand. You have been copying a couple of those moves from Angelmon. You're going to learn a 3-space move, you cretin. You're pretty strong for a stalker, huh? You just came to deliver a letter? Oh, is that all? That sounds corny, but I'll accept the letter. Stupid. And that is us out of here. I'm going to collect this chest and then I'm going to get out of here. Having to deal with that creature upsets me. So it's still going to be hitting one more zone than necessary because Flaremon is incapable of learning a 3-space move apparently. That was not the items, and now gate this out of here. But we're getting a call from the farm. Before we head there, let's see how everyone is doing. Good growth from everyone. Lupe up 10 levels, you love to see it. The others are doing well. Alright, so Keno not having a good time with the log. Dave good at picking the strawberries, and a lot of activity in Kenduk. So now we have to go deliver the letter to Kokatorimon, who was in the square, if I remember correctly. This is the hall. So we're heading up. Bless Magnamon. And Akatorimon. How'd it go? Linemon took the letter. I'm glad. What'd she say? Oh, on second thought, I'll ask her myself. Now go get your reward at the Shine Center. I'm sorry for you in advance, my man. She is probably going to skin you alive. Say goodbye to your feathers. And it looks like we're going to be going straight back into a Union quest if we got nothing else to do. Got the Storm Maker, which I think is for bird Digimon. So nothing particularly useful. We're going back into story quests, or we can grind up. You just need to be level 36. And you need to be level 34 and have Holy XP. Huh. How are these doing for their species XP? Holy, still less than 5 digits. So we're still a long ways off of the Mega level Digimon. And this is probably going to want us to go to Access Glacier, isn't it? Search the Digi area. You know what, we'll do it. If we end up in a place that gives us Holy XP, that'll be fantastic, but I'm not counting on it. Before I go talk to Litten, just in case it throws us straight in, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna heal up. I'm going to also go and buy some equipment. Because as much as the 245 setup is nice, not having those triples to bridge the gap is actually really hurting. A lot more than I thought it would. And consumables is Almor. It is cheaper. Whoops. It is cheaper to buy. It is cheaper to buy these. And then buy the singles. Than it is to buy the triples of those. By only like 8 bits per set, but it's still something to take account. Yeah, there's not a crazy amount we can do with equipment. We're still not speccing into defense really at all, with the exception of Kari having defense. To be honest, I could probably swap out this for the broad shield. The broad shield is kind of nice. Silver cloak it is. I want to give everyone one defense item just so they have something, and it also should free up some of my equipment for my back row just in case they are called upon to do any combat. No Excalibur's left for them, unsurprisingly. So we got one bronze blow. You know what, actually, before I spec Aizen, let's make sure that the most usable member of this back row is set up accordingly. Are either of the other two level 20 yet? They are. So Aizen can hold on to the XP ring then. Sure, resist thunder. His weakest attribute is darkness, but I don't have anything for that. Step 1, make sure you have the EXP ring on. And the bit DLC on. What do you think of Smash DLC getting revealed on Monday after our stream? I think I'm going to be barely conscious for it and also barely care. However, I am going to buy the DLC pack. Because I don't think I have it yet. So I will buy it, but it's only to maintain a tournament ready setup. It's not because I care about ARMS. The possibility of ARMS 2 happening because Nintendo is drawing attention to ARMS is cool for the people that care about ARMS. Because I know people that care about ARMS. I'm not like one of them, but I'm happy that other people will be happy. I like the ARMS Joy-Cons and that's it. I'm not looking forward to the ARMS character being in the thing. It's more like the ARMS character being there is like just good news for people that play ARMS, that ARMS might be getting its first content update in like 5 years. But yeah, I don't care. I don't care. It's going to be interesting to see what it is if and you know, get a release date for the character. I doubt, unlike SNK, it's just going to be like, yeah, here's the character, have fun. I think it's probably going to be something like Byleth, where it's like, here's the character, it's kind of unfinished, we'll give them to you in a month. Especially thanks to COVID. I haven't spoken to Litten yet, have I? He's actually supposed to be giving us our information. Kudamon, have you heard anything from Chief Glare? No, nothing at all. I've been trying to contact him, but there's been no response. The city's communication system isn't fully restored, so that might be why we can't reach the Chief or Ophanimon. But it's not like him to stay out of touch this long, and he's never not kept in touch with me before. Don't worry, Chief Glare can handle himself. He's probably doing just fine. Eli, you made it! Kudamon, if you hear from Chief Glare, please let me know immediately. Understood, I'll let you know. Please do, I'll be waiting. I was talking to Chief Glare's Navi Digimon, but the problem is we haven't heard anything from the Chief. So as a Union quest, we decided to conduct an investigation into the entire Digi area, but we haven't been able to gather any information. Eli, do you think you cooperate with the other tamers and find out where the Chief is? I'm counting on you. Alright, so that doesn't actually tell us anything, which is kind of bizarre. It'd be interesting to see what the teleport looks like. Oh, Eli. Just who I wanted to see. You've taken on the quest to investigate the entire Digi area, right? We also took the quest just because we wanted to talk to Gideon. It sounds like there are a few tamers that haven't returned to the city. Something's definitely going on. Tompei's group is one of those that are missing. We haven't seen the Chief Glare in a while either. I wonder if Chief could be missing too. Huh? Chief Glare is missing? Eli, how do you know that? That's not fair. Well, y'all are irrelevant. Pulsa, being fair isn't relevant right now. But this conversation is secret. Let's not talk here. Then where should we talk? Not my place, it's a mess. I wouldn't go to your place, it's filled with trash and roaches. What are you talking about? It's not that messy. Hey Eli, let's go to your place. We'll invite Gideon also. I think we better let Gal's team know. What happened to secret? Stupid. Let's all get together and talk at Eli's place. So we still have no leads on Chief Glare? Are there any leads at the Chief's home? I see. Let's get permission from the Chief. We can't get in without the home address. Stupid. Lidden already went to the Chief's home and checked it out. Huh? How do you know Lidden already went to the Chief's place? Woman's intuition, of course. It's something you wouldn't understand. What? What's that supposed to mean? Exactly my point. Anyway, we need to find a firm lead. You're right, but where should we start looking? Eli, why don't you ask Sayo of the Night Crow? Are you sure? It's Night Crow. What if she's a spy? She's really strong. Eli, you said that when Night Crow was acting strangely, she was acting normally. We can find out about Darkmoon City also. We're just wasting our time like this. You're right, we have no other options. Eli, why don't you contact her and get her to meet somewhere you can talk? But where? It needs to be a place that you won't have any interruptions and be safe for us. Let's get her to come here. That's ridiculous. Not here. She's Night Crow. She could be the enemy. There's probably no other place where it's safe and we won't be interrupted. Not to mention, we're already here. But it's dangerous. Pulsa has a point, but it's Eli that has to make the choice. Alright, so our options are yes and yes. Saya should be fine. I'll send for her by email, and then there's no choice. Send for her by email. Sayo's chill. I see. Thank you, Eli. Well then, Eli, call her right away. Hey, yo, Sayo. Now we just have to wait for Sayo to contact us. She replied already? Wow. She's coming right away? Eli, Sayo asked for access, so I gave her the okay. Oh, hello everyone. Hi Gato-man, you're cute as usual. Thank you, please make yourself at home. We need to check on Gato-man more often. She is a lovely little soul. Hello everyone. Hello Sayo, thanks for coming. I'm Silver Tamer Gideon of the Light Fang. Hello Gideon. Please come on in. Yeah, don't be shy. Ila's home is a little dusty, but comfortable. Thank you. On behalf of all Light Fang, we welcome you. Although it's just us. Hey Sayo, we're in a real bind because of our chief is missing. Even Tompei's team is missing. Pulsa, can you be more blunt? What if she's actually a spy? Oh yeah, did I say too much? Damn Owen Tours. No self-awareness, SMH. I'm sure it's not a problem. We wanted to ask her about that anyway. Right, that's why we asked her here. Sayo, have you heard any rumors about Chief Glare at Nightcrow? Anything would help. Actually, I haven't been back to the city lately. Why's that? Lately, all of the Nightcrow have been acting strangely. They stopped talking. It's kinda creepy, so I'm afraid to go to the city. Is that so? Nightcrow aren't normal either. This is very bizarre. There's more to this. It could have something to do with Chief Glare's disappearance. How long ago did everyone start acting strangely? I'm not sure. Oh, I think Newton and Dorothy started acting strangely at Limit Valley. Yeah, that's it, I remember. Limit Valley. Limit Valley? That digi area appeared out of nowhere. That place is suspicious. We don't know much about that area. There must be something there. Can you think of anything else? Well, let's see. There's an awful lot of quests that go to Access Glacier. After the tournament, I've been so busy I haven't taken on a Union quest, but... Access Glacier? Huh. Did it have a link with Sunshine? No, that link isn't up yet. We need to talk to Lynn about this. Eli, I sent you my Digivice's ADR protocol to your Digivice. That'll give you access to Access Glacier. Alright, we got the ADR protocol. Thank you, Sayo. I'm glad we talked to you. Now I'll go report this to Lynn. Then Pulsa and I will go start investigating Limit Valley. Then we'll go look for Tompei's team. There's still much to do. I'll go to the city and try and gather more information. Thanks, Sayo, but don't overexert yourself. Well, Eli, I want you to go check out Access Glacier. Make good use of the info Sayo gave us. Be careful, everyone. Dismissed. Alright, now that we have been rudely forced into our own house, let us go to Access Glacier. I believe Access Glacier actually has some useful Digimon, which means we might be seeing Rise return to the team. I know there's been a lot of shuffling going on. We've been getting people like Angemon on the team. We've been graced by the presence of It's All in the Name's requested Digimon. And then obviously Gundam is making his way through his Digivolution route, sitting at level 37, one of the few Digimon that was not impeded by the aptitude limit. So we are heading all the way over to the left to the Access Glacier. Holy Digimon, Dragon-type Beast, Machine, and Aquan Digimon are resident here. And most importantly, we're not in the Macro Sea. We do have access to the Macro Sea through the piping. However, it will not be our main habitat. We have a Zudomon as well as a Mojamon to start things off. We're going to take down Zudomon and we'll let Kari finish off what's left. Rising Ray was indeed enough. 1000 damage done after the Steel Resist. Very nice. So nice and simple. Beast XP and Aquan XP. We are of course trying to fiend for that Holy type. But later on in this area, we will have access to Darkdramon and Megadramon. Very, very important Digimon for us, as we need them in order to be able to DNA Digivolve our Shine Greymon to that of the Ruin mode. And obviously we need Shine Greymon Ruin mode in order to be able to make our Shine Greymon Burst mode. I'm going to try Revolver this. Make sure these Mojamon are put safely away in the darkness. And Holy Arrow. Not that much damage, but I'm not expecting Angemon to do too much. Big Tornado is going to hit 135 and cause Wind Resist down. Again, not too much of a problem because of our setup. We can probably just run the default top attacks for this. Gatling Punch can be all we need in order to sort out Angemon. And a little bit of Holy XP be garnered. Nothing crazy, obviously. Another chest. And once we get the chest, we're gonna take a cheeky peek up to see how much of the other route is actually useful to us. Once again, no 3 space moves, so I'm gonna have to spend the extra cash in order to hit all 3. However, Energy Shot may be enough to pick up the triple, especially if you double crit. 255 Holy Experience. Lovely jubbly. Alright, that does go to a new area, so we are just going to follow it and see where it goes. Alright, this time Gurinjorha once again is going to be missing something, but there's I don't think there's any move that has a 1-2-4 split, so I will not complain. I mean, we probably could have gotten away with not using it, however, we've committed. And you know, it's occurred to me, I've never really checked to see what a Polomon is looking like as terms of a feasible Digimon. Still a long amount of Holy XP off. Level wise, we're getting there. So that's going to send us down to the Macro Sea, so in we go. We're back in my least favorite area. Yes, those of you tuned into Connor's playthrough yesterday, well, not even yesterday, Connor's playthrough today, will know that this area is integral to navigation of Access Glacier, and is actually the inability to reach Access Glacier before was why we couldn't go through certain checkpoints. So I'm gonna head to that middle one, the one where the TO was standing before, as it strikes me as important. Can't guarantee that it's useful, but if I was to base it on just gut feeling, my gut feeling says we're going there. So that's where I'm going to take us. No bits being picked up from these sea creatures. Another reason why Macro Sea is indeed the poopy. I believe it's this way. I think we're just gonna commit to one at a time rather than spending the Gurinjorha, especially if we can do that to it with the Celestial Cross. Nice and easy. Yeah, we're Rising Ray up. So a nice easy delete. And welcome back from the shop, Fluffy. We've had a slight home invasion as everyone inviting themselves over. We got Sayo's email, and once again I've done the thing where I go down the dead end. But yeah, we are in our union quest We haven't seen Chief Glare, and we know from Sayo that everyone's been acting a little bit strangely over in Dark Moon. So Sayo is now going back to the city to see if she can find out any extra information and will report back to us, and she gave us access to Access Glacier before everyone else in Shine City could, because it hasn't been linked back to the city yet. We also filled in the rest of our team that Glare has been missing. And we are going to get a call from the Union, or a call from the farm, which I assume is a call from Gatomon. I guess she looks after the farm whilst we're gone. I'm definitely getting low on mana, something I'm going to have to replace with equipment. I have not gotten a Hookmon yet. I do actually need to look into how I get Hookmon. I will look at that right now, actually. Hookmon is a mutant Digimon, is a pirate with one eye from the Net Ocean. Hookmon is a champion level HP class machine species Digimon with a resistance to steel element and a weakness to thunder. Dwells in the sunken tunnel after completion of a quest. Oh, it digivolves from Hagurumon? Well, you're in luck actually then, because I recently actually made a Hagurumon, which means Staff's Fight Club is arriving with the one waifu with the host, very much appreciated. I can also serve as the reminder to let you know that in 2 days, in the Sunday at 10 o'clock British Standard Time in the morning, myself and the other faces of Fight Club are going to be doing a 24-hour live stream to support the Black Lives Matter movements that have been happening across the world, and we'll be just trying to spread some good, raise some money for the organizations that have been supporting everything, be it bail funds or anything else. We're just trying to help out the best we can, doing what we know best, which is streaming and trying to put on a show for all of y'all. So definitely tune in to that. Our Just Giving page will be going very live soon, or we're going live very shortly. And Jack's new PC will have arrived in time, so there should be no worries about it falling apart, just Jack falling apart. Just Giving page is live. You can link it in the chat if you'd like, Jack. We'll also need to make sure we set up a bot that has the details. It will indeed be featuring Attack on Titan tribute game. If you want to join the raid crew for that, it will be starting at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. BST, and we have Simi in chat as well. Welcome. So Attack on Titan tribute game is indeed happening, and yes, Crash 4 supposed. I don't know, or if it. I honestly, like, I look at it and I couldn't tell, because It's About Time seems like such a meme name that I can't tell if that's just like Naughty Dog and they're just accepting that it's been a while since we got like a last numbered Crash game. Because in Japan, Crash 4 is Wrath of Cortex, but Wrath of Cortex is a spin-off in the West. But it's just like, I have no clue if it's real or not. I just sent it. I've done it again. I've done it again where I've just ended up. I've ended up going straight into plot. What do you think you're doing? Twinsanity is your favorite post-trilogy game in the series? Twinsanity's good. I think Twinsanity, if I was to play a Crash game on stream, it will probably be Wrath of Cortex first, because you know me, I like to always start with one that I'm super familiar with. Wrath of Cortex was the first Crash game I ever played to completion. Got it on the original Xbox. Was gonna play it back. Was gonna spend, what, like 1,600 Microsoft points to buy it again digitally on the Xbox 360. And then went to Blockbuster the same day. You know, we were putting it off. I was still thinking about it. I was thinking about it on the car to Blockbuster. And then I looked in the bargain bin, and for 99 pence, Crash Wrath of Cortex on the GameCube. And I said, you're damn straight. And I picked it out of the bargain bin for 99 pence and got myself another copy of Crash Wrath of Cortex. Because the reason we actually had Wrath of Cortex still on the original Xbox, but it's actually not backwards compatible with the 360. So getting it on the 360 digitally was going to be our way of continuing to play the game, but getting it on GameCube meant that that was completely irrelevant. We had a Wii that had GameCube support, so we just did that. But yeah, that might be a game that I would come back to. Twin Sanity would be another one I would love to play, but I'd probably start with Wrath of Cortex. What do you think of Naruto Rabbit in Pokemon? As in Raboot? I like Raboot. I like all of Cinderace's line. Vincenty doesn't emulate good at all on PST. You'd have to test the Xbox One. I remember Twinsanity running pretty well on Xbox. I shall see. We're gonna have to figure out how I would play that. Oh right, yeah, the Gigantamax Cinderace. Yes. You know, I mean, I like that. I'm also a fan of School Shootermon. He's pretty funny.
Let them go. Are you sure about all that? I can't do that just yet.
Oh, you haven't seen School Shootermon? Well, I've actually already forgotten his real name. But, Sobble, you know, he's done crying, he's very sad all the time, and then becomes emo, and, you know, he goes through his emo phase from all the being sad, and then he, you know, he grows up, you think he's getting better, he tries to better himself, polish up, so people won't make fun of him, and he eventually becomes a nice guy, and then an incel, and then he finally gives up, and gets on his sniper tower, and becomes School Shootermon. Yeah, that's that. That's the story of Sobble. I guess I have no choice then but to fight.
Insolent fool. Do you think you can take this?
Andrew explaining Pokemon in 20 seconds. I like to give you the expansive lore of a certain Pokemon that you may not know about.
This is an attack I improved with a kntelixar I stole from Digimon. No one can withstand my Chrono DSR. You're the kid who stood up against me at Limit Valley. Do you want to be like them too? Take this, Chrono DSR.
Inteleon, that's what it's called.
Behold, Yggdrasil. I'll show you the power of my Ymir. With this attack, I'll rewrite the entire digital world.
It has a gun because it got a gun license, and it was very easy to obtain, and nobody thought anything wrong of it. And the constantly bullied child was able to make it through multiple background checks. Very extensive. Got to move everything out by the 27th of this month. That's good to know, because I still needed to check when that was like officially done.
Why does it have no effect on you? Low on energy. The one weakness of Chrono DSR. This can't be helped. No matter. There's no rush. Now that the coronavirus has awakened, there's no point in dealing with the likes of you. Farewell.
Move over to Carlton Houses or whatever next month for a bit. You're not moving back into the same house though. Thanks, Eli, that was close. Are Chief Glare and the others alright? I was only affected by the virus for a little while, but I've come to my senses pretty quickly. They got someone wanting the house for summer. That's unfortunate. It means they're gonna get access to our TV for a bit, I guess. Be careful, Eli. We give all to Ymir. You're gonna take it down, bring it back, and then take it with you? Fair enough. It's unfortunate that someone wanted to make use of it over summer, but I guess nothing can be done. She's gonna resist light quite a bit, which is unfortunate. Oh, Funimon is a nicely designed Digimon. We're basically gonna have to actually completely change our strategy. Yeah, I know the bad TV is still there. It's behind the couch. It's just, it would have been nice to not have to take it down. Because obviously, no one realistically wants to use that awful TV. Me and I just screamed in DMs about Crashfall being real. Alright, so that means it is real. I'm glad I could bring you good news today. I'm gonna see how much Holy Arrow does. Because she resists light so much, it's gonna be a problem. Still, if it's critting for 120, that's not worth it. Sephirothic C! That's actually some decent damage output. And Solar is actually not doing so good in terms of anything, really. Let's see how Gatling Punch does. Yeah, it looks real, it's just... Yeah, Gatling, this is already doing way more. Rising Ray. Currently 14 quid of the month for charity. Awesome stuff, Jamie. But we're going to be raising a lot more soon over on the SAS Fight Club channel. Yeah, it looks like Gatling Punch is the way to go for her. Warning of Light is going to hit 3. Going to cause a resistance down. Oh, just a spirit down? We'll take that. Even though Solar is definitely hurting for MP, the fact that he's basically relegated to Gatling Punch duty means that he might be able to go through. If it ends up being the biggest debate in the world, I'll be mad. Well, I'm sorry if it is. What we can do to fix that hurting, that wound opened up by a fake crash is maybe we could play some other Crash on stream. I would really like these to stop missing. Warning of Light is going to hit these 3 now and cause a Spirit down. I will happily take these Spirit down turns. So I think Spirit also helps you resist other status effects. So as long as she doesn't go for a status effect, all she's doing is soft lowering our attack stat. All right. Oh, this is actually going to be good for their Holy XP. I realize it's very important that all 3 of my main Digimon are up at the end. Fatal Cannon is maybe going to try and make a change to that, as it does big damage. But we do have an entire attack round, and nobody's had to use any mana regen stuff. A crit here would be super useful on the second hit. You speak it into existence, chat. You gotta speak it into existence with confidence. Another Gatling Punch. This shouldn't kill. Yes, we should have one more turn. So Sephirothic C gonna be doing some big damage. And a critical. Oh, that's gross. A critical. Get back up, Chief. We need you to finish this fight, Rise. And finish the fight you shall, taking back your turn. Rising Ray, gonna hit not just once, but twice. Straight down the middle. Wake up, Ophanimon. And that's 4,560. So everyone gonna level up except Rise. No new moves. My head. Ophanimon, you know who you are. Don't lose to the virus, you can beat it. Where am I? What am I? Ophanimon, you were infected by a virus. Virus? Then I... Glare! Glare, wake up, snap out of it. Where am I? What am I? Glare, it's a relief. Ophanimon? You are Sayo of the Night Crow. Chief Glare, are you alright? We were captured by the enemy and almost had our wills taken over by a strange virus. Eli came just in time to save us. I see. Thank you, Eli. I received a strange email saying the Thriller Ruins had a secret, so Ophanimon and I went to investigate. Everything after that is kind of a blur. The last thing I remember is hot young singles in Thriller Ruins. It seems like I was infected by the virus when the city was attacked. I conducted a scan, but I guess the virus wasn't completely deleted. I made an error. The enemy is trying to get into every program in the city in order to control everyone. Is that so? At any rate, we have to do something about Tanpei and the others. Right, let's contact the Union immediately and ask for backup. Let's take them back to the city to analyze the virus. And we have done it, chat. Gonna go pick up that last chest before we leave. We have a call from the farm. Let's see how everyone is doing. Not too much movement over on KnTElixARCHIve, but Dimdirk is looking nice. Oh, we have a great from Keno. That man's attack would have gone up a staggering 3 or 4. I just realized if I donate 5 quid now, I'll be the first to donate to the stream. That happens in 2 days. Yeah, you would be ahead of the curve. We'll be opening up with an instant very nice. Alright, we got attacked right before we had to pick something up. And it is only an Angemon. But the next time we do come to access Glacier, I think we should be able to get access to the Darkgemon that we need. Alright. So let's find out what's in this chest. Sick. An Ice Devimon. That is an Aquan Ice Devimon. I assume it's going to be weak to light. See, now I'm almost hoping that Darkgemon shows up, but it's going to be much easier for Darkgemon to show up when we have, when we go up to the gold rank. So now that we head back, we're going to head to the blue square, because that is where I think we would be most likely to finish off this quest. Looks like Tanpei and the others will be alright. We re-examined everyone who was attacked by the enemy, so everyone should be fine now. A vaccine was created from the viruses that were extracted from Tanpei and the others' Digimon, and were able to restore Shine N area of the access zone. Now all areas of Shine City have been restored. What's the matter? Sayo, what's on your mind? Yes, I can't believe the other Nycro were acting strangely because of the virus. Dorothy, Newton. Yes, like me, they were either infected when the city was attacked, or when they were attacked in the Digi area. Claire, what's the matter? It's not a good idea to send Sayo back to Dark Moon City. I agree, it's probably safe to say that all the Nycro tamers are being controlled by the enemy. Eli, will you take care of Sayo until we defeat the enemy? Okay, so, as much as I'm sure some people would like me to say no here, if you head over to Connor's channel and check the VOD, or you were in Connor's stream earlier, he was mashing through the text and accidentally auto-selected no. So if you want to see, what the entire complete fiasco that happens if you say no with Mommy Julia, you can go take a look over there. But we're gonna say yes and be positive and be big nice friend to Sayo over here on this channel. Good. You're a big help. Take good care of her. Eli, thank you. I really appreciate it. Now that that's settled, we'll think of a plan to save the Nycro. Thank you, Chief Glare. Ofanimon? Well, I'll head back home first. Goodbye, Chief Glare, Ofanimon. Yeah, we'll see you later. I will say, this cutscene, much smaller when you hit yes. When you hit no, it's like another minute and a half of just, stuff. So, Eli, is it true the enemy said Ymir? Really, that means... Claire, it can't be. Let's first check the database. Anyway, Eli, be careful. Don't forget to stop by the quest counter. Go get that bag, Chief. Alright, let's go get that cash. The enemy said YMCA. Indeed, the Young Man's Association must be stopped. Whoops. Alright, let's go grab our cash. $13K, so not much, but a gold blade, that could actually be quite useful. Alright, so our next thing is probably just to go straight into a quest. See if the dragon digis have anything. Minervamon Challenge. So Minervamon Challenge is actually quite fun, unlike the Macro C one, because the Macro C one can Macro see me behind Sainsbury's in the parking lot, because I have some serious beef with that. But we're not actually going to go and start that quest straight away. We are going to head to Access Glacier, because Access Glacier allows us to do quite a few things. And we're going to go talk to everyone as well to see how they're doing and also buff their stats. I just want to check that I'm not going crazy. Step 1. Let us put this cog over in Kenduk. What's its growth rate? Yeah, 130. Alright, yeah, we're going to put Hagurumon there because that can become a Hookmon for you, Fluffy. But we also wanted to check Dark Dramon. Because Dark Dramon is in Access Glacier. Ah, it begins appearing after we do that. But before that, we can get it from Megadramon, who I think appears before. It does in Access Glacier. Yeah, it doesn't say about anything else, so we should be able to just get it raw from might get it raw. Yo, Alex might do the crash the crash dance on stream tonight due to the announcement. I respect it. How are we doing for Holy? See, I want to go get Megadramon. I want to go get Megadramon, but I don't think I don't know. I don't think it will be efficient until we go up to gold rank. So I might try and just do gold rank straight away now, and then try and see if we can get ourselves a Megadramon. Because if I do that, who do I want to give this gold blade? If I do that, wait, where's the gold blade? Oh, it's at the top. I see. And then it will make farming Megadramon a lot easier. You're still fine, and the silver blade is worse than the other equipment. There we are. So let's go try our gold rank tamer test. No, let's not do that. We unlocked Shine North area, didn't we? So we can go to Shine North area and see what's in the new area that we've unlocked. Alright, it is these four. Welcome, would you like to remodel Farm Island? No. I would not like to remodel Farm Island. I would like to get some equipment. Would you like some consumable items? Well, Eaglemon, that's not what I asked for. However, it's good to know that we have useful equipment coming up soon. Useful consumables, rather. Slash Angemon is the one that provides the equipment. And a Blitzgang, Fenrir Sword, Dramon Killer, which seems a bit dangerous to be giving to a Dramon. You can get 2 Blitzgang. And now we're starting to see some serious, like, actual useful equipment. Alright, so we already have an EXP ring beta, but a bit ring beta would be a welcome addition to our equipment. And I think we get ourselves a Blutgang for now, because as long as stuff doesn't resist Holy, we're pretty much good for everything else. And this one would be farm goods. That one's just a straight up sand tornado. That's pretty cool. Now we're seeing the proper large statures, and we did get a belt machine already from the Union, but there's much more that can be done. The boxing glove and the iron ball and the steel shield are the most important, more than likely. That straight up was just a Final Fantasy crystal. Yep. Alright, so now we've gotten some useful equipment. Actually, let's go buy healing items, because we're probably going to need them when we do the gold rank tamer test. Alright, so we stacked up on those. I'm not gonna get the teas just yet. I'm just gonna get 10 of each. Just because I'm being cautious of how much money we have. The Digimon we're fine for. And Digi-Revive a tea could be quite useful to have over the gap. Alright. let us go and become gold rank tamers. Or at least, let's go and attempt. And if we do make ourselves to gold rank, I think we will also use one of the digi codes. We'll do a poll to see what we go for. It will be option number 2 or option number 3 as our options, as we already claimed number 1 a while ago, and it resulted in a dot agumon. But as I said before, we're going to be doing our gold rank tamer test. Then we're going to do the Minervamon challenge. You know what? We should also put on our new equipment because I will forget about it. We're going to keep the gold blade, but we're going to switch out to the new Blutgang. Switch over the silver blade to a second Excalibur. Keep the broad shield for now. And I don't think we used the Dramon killer, did we? I think we just kept what we have. Yes, it seems we kept what we have. I'm going to give Eisen the new bit ring. And just in case he ends up getting some use, we're going to put on some form of defensive equipment. And our sort of goofy looking Guile will just rock whatever's left. Do we have anything else? No. Well, these robes are only marginally worse than the plates, so there we go. Resave. Are you going to take the advancement exam to become a gold tamer? The entrance fee will cost 6,000 bits. Alright, I'll enter your name and go in the wait room when you're ready. Okie dokie. Are you ready to go to the battle stage? Yes, I am ready. Alright then, good luck! Welcome, Eli. I am Giselle, and I'm in charge of the Gold Tamer test. Don't underestimate me. Got it, Eli? They always say that. Ugh, take this seriously. Just because you're doing well these days, don't let it get to your head. You'll be sorry. I'll have to teach you a lesson. Alright, Giselle. That's it. That's the attitude I want to see. Now we'll begin the Gold Tamer test. Ready? Begin! Alright. Vancholiomon, Lucimon, Chaos Mode, and Lampmon got me all 3, and they outspeed us, so unsurprisingly, I don't think we're gonna win this fight. Unsurprisingly, I don't think we win this fight. That is 3 Mega level Digimon. So we are just gonna have to hold the L for now. Use Friendship and the theme song to win. Well, Friendship and the theme song can only get us so far. The level disparity. This is also gonna cause confusion, which is gonna take away 2 of our turns pretty much consistently. Like, maybe we could run Lucimon into the ground, but I don't know. Yeah, no, Lucimon's resistance to light is very, very high. Celestial Cross to slap back at us. Winning Punch. I thought Winning Punch hit twice, but I guess not. Yeah, so it's going well. And there's the speed reduction. Good enjoy. So it's hit crit both times, but it's really not doing much. Yeah, so this one is just gonna be like a wipe. I really could speed through it, but you know, gotta show how it went. There's a dark resist down. So now on to the B team. This one should be a quick wipe though, and we'll just reload after to keep our 6k bits. Jack, if you're in chat, can you clarify what the charity is that we are working with for the charity stream on Sunday? Also measured him just to see. Desperado Blaster is honestly such a really useful tool. Alright, now we're gonna see the big small tornado from Aizen. He's gonna pop off. I'm honestly surprised they lived as long as they have. Well, that was short-lived. But Lucimon gonna punish the hubris, and now we are done. Elos party is wiped out. Winner, Giselle! See, I told you. You're not even trying. Why don't you come back some other time? Oh, I'm sorry if that was too hard on you. Don't get discouraged, okay? Try again sometime. I'll be waiting. Yes! Nice try. Train some more and come back again. I'll be waiting for you. Try harder next time. Don't worry. We will. But, I'm going to take a plate downstairs and I will be back in a kmin. So don't go anywhere. I shall be returning very, very shortly. Do not need that oops on screen. There is no countdown to be done. Yeah, be back in just a mo. Hello gamers, I am back. Seems to be no response from Jack. Has Jack redone the tweet? Yeah, okay. Who else has access to the... But actually, the Just Giving page should say, shouldn't it? Where was the link that Jack dropped? You know, I don't actually think we have a specific one. Huh. Well, we'll need to look into that. I am back from that little break. Yeah, we're still waiting on Jack to respond in in general. Needs to redo the Fight Club tweet. He's used the wrong hour. And the communications officer who would usually do this is nowhere to be seen. So we need to head back to Sunshine City. So we can go and talk to Triceramon, I believe it is. Triceramon is not here. So we're just gonna loop around through all of them and find out. Not in gate. Triceramon is in hall. Eli, I need your help. You defeated Spider-Man before, right? Minervamon heard about it and wants to meet you. I'm a little worried about you. She's a pet impaled Amazon. Go see her if you want. So we got a quest from Triceramon because someone else wants to fight me? Okay. We're going back to Palette Amazon. Oh, she's right here. Welcome, I'm Minervamon. Are you really the one that defeated Spinomon? You don't look very strong. Oh well. Go and fight with Deramon. I'll take you on after that. Yep, so she is right there, but unfortunately we'll not be fighting her straight away. Because that'd be far too simple. Alright, we now have scan data for Sunfloramon. Alright, looks like we're going this way. Never mind. A bunch of unnecessary dead ends for literally no reason. And still nothing from Jack. We need him to redo that tweet ASAP so we can get our various promotional retweets. Our promotional retweets out. I want to make sure that we're not quote retweeting a tweet that doesn't exist anymore. And unfortunately, of course, Twitter still has no edit button. Gundam has hit level 40, so he's going to be learning a new move. Rising Ray, which we've already seen has been a fantastic addition to certain members. Looks like we're going to be switching out Double Blaster, as this is significantly stronger. I don't think this is worth it. Alright. So you're the one that defeated Spinamon. You're not strong enough to fight Minervamon. Fight me first. I mean, that's a very bold claim to say I'm not strong enough to fight Minervamon. However, I will eviscerate you for your hubris. Let's make use of Rising Ray. So good stuff so far. We got some solid damage output from these three. Some very, very solid damage output. Alright, good that that missed. Still just gonna keep using the light attacks down the middle. And I'm also just gonna message Jack on Discord. Okay, well, that message has been sent. Hopefully you'll respond sooner rather than later. Will this kill? Well, no, I feel foolish. He's gonna hit me with the royal nuts. The Eli Smugs. Very much required in chat. And a big bit of bird XP. Guile has learned a new move. But he basically had nothing, so. I lost. Yes, it was true. Minervamon has moved further down. It's hard to me to say this to you, but good luck. There she is. But first we have one last pitiful encounter with a Kiwimon and a Dino Humon that have said, "Stop! My queen is ahead! You must not battle her!" And we're just gonna use that. Set them ablaze. Mash Dramon Claw. And do it. And I think, according to Discord, Jack was playing League. I hopefully caught him in the lobby before his game starts, but it is hugely inconvenient. It's hugely inconvenient to not be able to get hold of him. Oh, he has responded. Is it both tweets? Mostly the first one? All right, so now let us clap Minerva's cheeks. So it's true that you defeated Spinomon. I think I'll have a good battle with you. Here goes, come and get it. And get it we shall. Wow, she opens up first. I guess she is mega level. And the Polemon is not here to assist us. Whoop, not Tri Revolver, Rising Ray. Yeah, so we may be approaching the point where we do need to actually begin some proper grinding. Because the quests are starting to throw harder and harder Digimon at us. Strike roll, gonna hit 3. Critical. Oh my days, it hits twice. That crit really did not help. We may need to start building a little bit more defense on some of our characters. Because we have been committing to just the big damage. But let's keep reducing her resistance to steel. And it's a shame that we don't really have too many multi-target hits with Kari. Double Crescent is gonna hit everyone, unfortunately. It does hit 1, 2, 4, and 5, which covers everything that we have. Yeah, she's definitely resistant to Earth. She is a beast type. They're generally resistant to Earth by default. Nice crit. I'm gonna Rising Ray, and I think I'm gonna go for the go for a heal on this one. I'll do the double because there's no reason I shouldn't heal Flaremon whilst I can. And he did get critted, so it was worth it. He's not really in danger right now, but it's still something to pay attention to. And this is where having Pyldramon would actually be really useful, because then I'd just be able to have 2 units using Rising Ray. I really need you to not be missing, Chief. You are our main source of damage. I'm just gonna bet on no strike roll. I'm gonna go for Power Cutter. I'm gonna do big damage, but it's not gonna kill. And it's not gonna hit twice, which is the most important. We're gonna play it dangerous. The crit is basically gonna confirm it for us. Rising Ray to finish things off. Minervamon, thank you for the challenge, but you have been bested. Oh my days. You have been bested by us. 7,045 Beast Experience points going to be claimed. Everyone's gonna level up off of this one, which is very nice. Get us closer to our goal. Unfortunately, no holy experience points. Missed twice would have been tragic. Luckily, we still would have had Kari left in the tank, but it wouldn't have been nearly as convincing as using Rising Ray. Alright, Jack is probably asking. And Niche is going live soon-ish. Alright, so we're making basically pretty decent time. Double level up from Kari, and she's gonna learn a new skill. Guile is also gonna learn a new skill. Ooh, everyone just learning stuff across the board. So Kari gonna kick things off. Restore the MP of an ally with the power of light. So she's going to learn nothing. Aizen gonna learn Big Tornado, much more useful. Air gun is less powerful. So we're gonna get rid of that. And Gundam, gonna be learning double blade. Not to be confused with Rising Ray. So this move is weaker and costs more MP. I am legitimately confused as to why you would use this over Rising Ray, and also why it came after Rising Ray. Wow, you're stronger than I imagined. I think we can leave the future of this world in your hands. Thank you, Eli. We'll meet again sometime. Give my regards to Triceramon. Alright. I'm glad that you had fun, and... No, I'll just walk out, actually. Save the gate disc. And it is another Lilamon. Also gonna check with Jack. Very important that we find this out for tomorrow. Well, not for tomorrow, but I guess for, Does the one zone make a difference? Well, they both hit one zone, which is what really confused me. Like, there's literally no benefit of double blade. Maybe it has a high crit rate, but it doesn't say that. But I still think having the, resistance down is probably more useful. Why did... Hello, it's me back again for Digimon. Welcome to the chat, Lich King. We are coming towards the tail end of today's stream, but we're going to be handing over to Yusei in a little bit. But yeah, thanks for dropping down. We've made some progress. We have linked up with Sayo. No, I don't think so. Because you have the secret code. Jamie, are you in chat? Are you lurking? You busy? You here? Is the mod asleep? And that Togemon got eviscerated. I see no Jamie again. I guess he do be busy. Yeah, according to the user list, he is not here. So once again, we will have to keep the secret smug boy auto combination ready for another day. It was just a test fire, clearly. You know what? Actually. One, because Lich, you've just arrived, but two, also because we have a little bit of extra time. I'm going to do the other species quest and hope it doesn't take forever before I hand off for tonight. Maybe I'll do a little bit of grinding whilst Yusei is live. Because obviously there is a huge gap in the playtime between myself and Connor. That is mostly Connor's fault, not mine. And it also means that I will not have to keep track of what species quests are left for us to do in the future. We have a Mori Shellmon, which I believe is insect type. Oh no, it's beast type, never mind. Yeah, he is very overtuned. It is high-key ridiculous. Even the B team is looking quite strong right now. but I have not put such a huge grind in. I may try and get some other stuff ready. I mean, maybe in post game I'll do some grind that lets us see like a range of Digimon, but right now, whilst it's still early and grinding can take a little bit of time, I'm gonna kind of just play it at a slightly more normal rate. We're getting a nice fat stack of experience here, which is nice. And I don't mind spending the cash because obviously we are going to be getting out of here very, very soon. Who knows? Maybe next time the wrong stream we'll be seeing Paildramon joining the starting lineup rather than using the same three that we've been using since the beginning. Let's take a look at the farm results. Alright, 10 there for Cog. A nice start. The others are all doing well. And everyone is well fed. Excellent. There's a Chaos Zone there in the Palette Amazon, but we're not going to be doing anything with that just yet. So I'll probably be grinding in Access Glacier after we're done, because that will allow us to maybe get hold of a Megadramon, and I can begin making use of that Digimon. I was worried, but what a relief. You're okay. Thank you for listening to my request. I'm so grateful. Now go get your reward at the Shine Center. Right. 215 Tamer points, 11k bits, a Dash Ring B. And now let's see, do the birds have more quarrels with Digimon, or are they finally chilling out? They are finally chilling out, which means it is the Aquans that will be providing us with our next quest data. It will be the combat game, Hyogamon, from the Shine office, would like our attention. So the Shine office is actually right outside. It's excellent. But we will still be dropping home anyway.
Hey, I am a big fan of Vikemon that lives in Access Glacier. Even though I live in the city, I want to help them. I want you to enter their combat game. I'm sure everyone would be happy to see you. The game is held in Access Glacier.
Alright, well, we'll be heading to Access Glacier, but first, let's take a cheeky little trip back home. I don't think we really need anything else. The equipment would be nice for Paildramon, because if we look at his level, he's level 42. So he's actually catching up with Rise. He actually dwarfs Rise in terms of attack power. If we just look at just like the raw numbers. He Heike actually is just gonna take his spot on the team. And just like that. Just like that, he was relegated to the bench. Yeah, that was very, very fast, very, very brutal. It was a sight to behold. Okay, so we need not a crystal sword, but it was a dragon chin. I see you have Angemon now. You're going for Seraphimon? Actually, no, but I will be going to Magna Angemon. The reason I have him right now is because Aizen is actually the only Patamon we have right now. The Kokomon that we had is Tokomon even had pretty poor stats, like pretty not great stats. So my plan was actually to make use of him for a DNA Digivolution, because the game likes to block out a certain Digivolution path by making you have access to a champion level Digimon. before you can digivolve to him straight. Unfortunately though, this Digimon only spawns in an endgame post-game dungeon. So in order to be able to actually get this Digimon, I need to have DNA digivolved through a different route. So I'm going to be using Magna Angemon as DNA Digivolution fodder. Well, not even fodder, he's going to be the main DNA Digivolution target to make a pretty cool Mega level Digimon. So I'll be working on that. And Guilmon's still doing okay. Can actually go straight up to Wargramon. What's your aptitude? 38. So we'll let him go up one level. Which Mega level is it that you refer to? It is not the Omega, but the beginning instead. What is your aptitude? 48. I'll Digivolve Angemon at the end of this quest. Indeed. We are going to be making the beginning rather than the end. Yeah, for whatever reason, in order to just normally Digivolve him from Nightmon, you need to have already seen Clockmon, and Clockmon spawns in Gaia Origin, so it's like, why is this a thing? 2200 Dragon. And we are sitting at 1500. Yeah, so that unnecessary gatekeeping is kind of ultra tilting. Let's see actually if Darugamon can Digivolve into the ultimate level Digimon. Yes, Dorugoramon is going to be what I wanted to go for with Darugamon, but I'm still going to need a Dorugreymon anyway first. So I actually might move him onto a different island. I'll swap him with AOL, because AOL is just like chilling. The boys, I believe, can't Digivolve yet. Neither of them, yeah, they can't Digivolve yet until 34. And we wanted to check on Cog as well, as Cog is going to be the Digimon that turns into Pokemon at level 22 with Machine and Aquan experience. So that will be easy for us to get later. We will get him soon enough. Level 22 actually. So when he hits maximum aptitude, he will be able to Digivolve, which is excellent. Kamemon, if you wanted to know, is at level 20. You got a dip for a meeting. Fair enough. Thanks for dropping by, Dale. Hope you had a good time in the stream. He is at max aptitude, so Lich King is now going to Digivolve. Stay safe out there, Dale. So he's ratting out. We gotta go at man. And then Shojinmon will be coming after. I used Shojinmon in a different playthrough, but I don't remember what I used him for. It definitely wasn't for just his straight Mega level. I must have used him as DNA material for something. I think that's everyone that we wanted to take a look at. Oh, actually no, let's take a look at Dave. And V actually as well. V is chillin'. Dave also chillin'. I'm gonna let Dave get to level 30. Once he gets to level 30, I'll send him back down to Vmon. And V will just let him farm up to level 36. His aptitude is still level 36, so it's not incredible. But he may just get the same treatment as Dave, where he hits 36. If he doesn't have the thing, he degens and then goes to Vmon to boost his aptitude. So we're going to be heading over to Access Glacier for our final species quest of the evening. And then after that, we will hand over to Yusei, who is playing Persona 5 The Royal. It should be a lot of fun as always. The man is an entertainer. And he shall be continuing on until the dead of night, I'm sure. And here is Zudomon. Sup, bro? Or Vikemon, even.
So, you're Eli. I'm starting the combat game, so please assist me. The rules are simple. Fight 3 Zudomon, and if you beat them, you get an Ice Stone, Frozen Stone, and Snow Stone. When you have them all, come and see me.
Thank you, Tio Vikemon, for accepting me into your bracket so I can come out from out of region and collect your cash. So we are looking for a Megadramon. Where we have the opportunity to. I actually forgot that Pyledramon was on the team already, and I'm genuinely impressed that he outspeeds them without any equipment that boosts his speed. I'm glad you are looking forward to Jumbo Gamemon. Clearly gifted a sub at the right time. Ow. Alright, so let us save because we haven't saved in a while. Excelente.
So you're Eli. I'll take you on first, so prepare yourself.
Gonna be getting a lot of Aquin experience from this. Real shame we didn't bring Cog with us, because he would have already been able to Digivolve probably if we took this just off of the XP of one Zudomon. Although I guess he needs Machine type as well, so maybe not. So pretty solid showing here from Pyledramon right off the bat. Kind of just showing that the Digimon that aren't just the starting set can actually lay quite the smackdown if they wish. Nice and easy.
Ouch, I give up. Here, take the Ice Stone.
Alright, there's our Ice Stone. I'm just going to walk around him. Up the ladder we go after this encounter. So we got a Hyolgamon, very nice, and Desperado Blaster will perfectly cover this. And as you can see, Pyledramon has been an excellent addition to the squad. Actually, who is it that has the EXP ring? It's Aizen, isn't it? Okay, just checking. Yeah, we have our EXP and our bit ring. Aizen is holding it down for us. Make sure we get as much XP as possible. That's one area down. And now there's a huge split path. Over here is going to be an item. I'm going to pick that up. I kind of want to go into the Chaos Gate for no reason other than higher potential of running into Megadramon. Like, don't get me wrong, it's going to take a while before we can get a Megadramon just off of pure scan data. But it is better than nothing. Especially since we are ill-equipped to become a gold rank tamer. Alright, so this area is blocked off. We'll stand here and see what we can see. We can't see much. To the Chaos Zone we go. This is almost definitely a complete waste of time. However, we may find a cool item, maybe a Digi-Egg in here. And also, the music is cool. We have Mammothmon, again, not what we're looking for, but It's still useful. I need to reshuffle his moves because I haven't actually been doing that because he's been on the bench for a while. The huge Guren Joha is just gonna end the fight completely. And Guile has hit his max aptitude. Honestly surprised he didn't hit it sooner. You can Digivolve. Alright, so we have War Growlmon now added to the party. And we need to have had Megidramon first before we get Gallantmon, which is fine. So we have the Dark XP required in order to get him. So we'll get him up to level 60 probably, and then 50, and Digivolve into Megidramon. And after that we will go straight into Gallantmon. And since I want to keep them the same level, even though he hasn't hit his max aptitude, we shall also Digivolve Aizen to his ultimate level. So, Maagnemon Angemon is going to be our lovely Aizen. In this game, he actually has a blue face rather than purple. And we'll probably end up going to slash Angemon. You did almost miss it, but luckily you did not. Slash Angemon is going to be the first one we get, but we will, we'll see, because obviously he has greater things in store for him. But depending on how long it takes us to get certain requirements, it may be that Seraphimon or slash Angemon are on the cards so we can get certain moves off of them before we turn him into aforementioned Alphamon. Since he is Digivolved, actually, he would have lost access to the rings. So we're going to put those on Rise now. There we are. That's to a new area. That gets us out of the Chaos Zone, so I'm actually gonna just go into the new area and see what it can find us. Alright, so we're finding a Zudomon. Very cool. I still haven't rearranged his moves. I should really do that. $171. Very nice. And there we go, Megadramon. He actually gave us 10% at silver rank, so that's actually not that bad. That's only 10 encounters with him, and we are going to get some machine experience off of this as well. Very useful. So we may just farm Megadramon here while we can. It's already proved that it was worth stepping into the Chaos Zone in order to find him. And here we have a full repair tea, so nothing particularly interesting. Mammothmon, only one, kind of unfortunate. I wonder, beast type, probably, yeah, gonna resist it. Okay, so we're gonna need to go for a different option on the second thing. Let's not commit to that again. Let's just Starlight Cross it, play it safe. Spend the extra cash to make sure we don't take any damage. we've already gained 10 levels. And we have Cyberdramon being added. Very, very cool. I don't remember what Cyberdramon's weakness is. This will be good dragon XP for us. Not that we particularly need it. I believe he has a decent resistance. To flame. It's not his like listed resistance, but I think he has decent just natural resistance. And 344, so if we divide that by 2, there's the 22s plus 150, so 177 per Cyberdramon. Very good XP. We'll exit the Chaos Zone through a different zone and see how it goes. So we're still getting good XP, we're just not getting the XP that we want. And that's gonna be this coming up next. Is Skull Mammothmon any good? I mean, I imagine he has some utility, but he doesn't stand out to me as like a must-have Digimon. Like, I'm sure you could get some decent utility out of him if you had good type matchup. Alright, so we've made it through one of the barricades that we couldn't make it through before. Making use of the Chaos Gate. And it seems like it may have been worth it. Because there is something here. And there is a Mammothmon. This might be the Digi-Egg Friendship, actually. It's crazy to think that Gundam is this much lower level than the other party members, and he still outspeeds them and just out attacks them as well. Very, very solid Digimon. And the others just be leveling up back to back. The Digi-Egg of Friendship and Love. This is gonna send us into Macro C. This is probably actually not what we want. I know. It's also, I just don't want to go into Macro C where I can avoid it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to loop back round and go the normal route. Remember when I... Oh dear, Jack. The question, the big question marks. And we have Frigimon. We will not be able to get Mud Frigimon. Or the Chocolate Frigimon. But we can get regular Frigimon. Now I'm just gonna Holy Arrow just to make sure, because this has a higher crit, a very high crit rate, and even then it's still able to put the damage on the board. 4 digits, very nice, and 3 are gonna get hit by Blizzard, gonna get slowed down, but really to no avail. Three, 3, 1. Another level up for the Mons in the back. We're gonna get called after we're done with this, but it is finally time to switch this man's abilities around. Sort by MP. There we are. Much more palatable. And we're gonna get a call from the farm. Let's see how everyone is doing. Over on Keno Island, Nova has leveled up once. Lupe has leveled up twice. Cog has learned a new skill after 3 levels up, and Lich King has hit 10 levels. Over on Dean Island, one level up across the board. And over on the Dirkling Island, the boys have all leveled up with the exception of Ruin, who I just need to check is not at his max aptitude. He's just disappointing me. Everyone is full. And we continue our journey. We're going to go back through the Chaos Gate. Or are we? We can keep actually just plowing forward. Let's keep plowing forward. Just because backtracking is kind of Dan's game. Alright, so with yes placed in 1 and 3, which is perfect for Desperado Blaster. His unique attack, only needing 1 rep to completely annihilate him. And another level up for the back row. Alright, so that's our ticket out of here. And this has nothing else. So we're gonna check the other direction. I can't remember if this has the problem of the Zudomon spawn in a certain order. So even if we were supposed to come here, we won't know until we've done the other Zudomon. Which is a bit annoying. Again, another just problem with this game's design where there's no quest markers or anything, so there's just a lot of running around if you don't already remember everything. And a freeze bolt, gonna hit 3 and lower our speed, presumably. And Dramon Claw should be enough. Yeah. So if there is a third Zudomon, it's probably not gonna be accessible to us, even if it is up here. It probably is just safer to backtrack now. We're at the Chaos Zone, so we'll just do that. Because I don't really remember it for this one. I definitely remember it for the Dogarugamon quest that we had earlier. A couple of streams ago. It was super easy for us to do, but if you'll remember me talking about how inconvenient it was as a kid not knowing they spawned in a certain order. Especially because I remembered where the third one was, but not the second, and was very confused as to why I couldn't find the third one. Alright, so we found our second Mega Dramon. 8 more to go. We are running low on MP though. It's a good thing we don't have Double Blade. I mean, I guess it makes sense that Rising Ray doesn't actually do a huge amount of damage to it, considering it is a machine type Digimon. Another Zudomon, a Cyberdramon, Zudomon, and we're gonna be finishing it there. I'm gonna use Desperado Blaster. This should be enough to take them both out. Or at least take one of them out. Cyberdramon is not looking so hot though. And Celestial Hand should be enough to take him off the field. Half health taken off of Zudomon and a speed down. Not going to be enough though to give Gundam an extra turn. But a Holy Arrow to a half health Zudomon should be enough to kill it, especially if we get the critical. 514. Once again, the back row be leveling. So we're gonna go this way. Never mind. Did we go? Wait, is that? Yeah, there he is, right over there. He was right there. I went that far last time. I swear I went that far last time and peeked over and he wasn't there. I'm getting trolled by the game. And Gundam is oh so close to leveling up. Welcome back, Dale. We're still live for a little bit longer. We got lost, so we haven't finished this quest like was originally planned. So yeah, you can get to chill with us for a little bit longer. Freeze bolt. Not gonna get much done. Even with the critical one, a huge, devastating loss of HP there. Don't know how we'll come back from this travesty. And another Gatling punch. 2 Ice Devimon should be enough. I've actually seen Ice Devimon more than we've seen regular Devimon. And Gundam has leveled up, which is excellent because he's not only going to learn a new move, Double Dramon Claw, to replace a single Dramon Claw. He's also getting all of his mana back. This was the wrong thing to check, but we're here now. Just to let you know, we are 12 levels away and a whole chunk of dragon experience. But now that this costs a huge 92 mana, we will be relegating Dramon Claw to the 3rd slot on our list. Not going to be using it nearly as often, which is a shame, because Dramon Claw lowering defense is excellent just for general utility. But Double Dramon Claw is literally 2 Dramon Claws, but stronger as well, obviously. So it is a stronger Dramon Claw that lowers defense twice.
I'm next. It's a pleasure to fight you. Here it goes.
It shall be a pleasure, but I'm sorry that you're going to be going up against a new and improved Paildramon defense down. And a critical there, defense down again. And he has no regard for his own MP consumption. Now Kari should be able to finish things off with the Holy Arrow. Easy peasy. He said pleasure to fight me, but really it was pleasure to get beat up by you. Did not get to fight in the slightest.
You're really strong. I give up. Here's the frozen stone.
A wise decision. So now that we've realized that we do actually have to go through the Chaos Zone, we shall do so. And we have Garurumon spawning now. An OG Digimon. One of the greats. And this one with the fur. No furless version available. Or at least, as far as I know, there's no furless version available. I'm sure if there is one, we'll find out about it at the hands of our #1 sub-gifter. Alright, there is 1. There is 2. There are 3 Digimon here for us. And to be honest, because Guren Jorha can just get so much done, I'm probably just going to air cutter this, see what it does, and let Solar finish off the entire field with the Guren Jorha. Back row once again, leveling up in sync. You'll love to see it. And we will continue to see it. Because as long as they don't have to fight and potentially get dropped, there's basically no way that anything else happens. We're going to flee from this. Not because we're worried about it, but just because I need to keep in my head whether the Darkness Gate was up there or not. Because we already know we've gone into the other area that the Darkness Gate doesn't do anything. So we just need to come out the other side of this gate in order to get around the wall. But now that I know where I'm going, this one can drop. I'm going to spend slightly less MP to get just as much utility. And he's able to one-shot it by himself. Paildramon, the one-man wrecking crew. He is neither Goku nor Vegeta. He is the man who's going to defeat you. Let's go this way first. And there he is. Our third Zudomon.
Now it's my turn. I've been looking forward to testing your strength, Eli. Here goes.
Well, I hate to say that this might not be too much of a test and might just be more of a DPS check. So let's see, we got one. Gonna cause the defense down. This one, no crit this time, so he may actually get to play. I'm gonna go for the Celestial Cross again. So he's defense down 2. The crit is pretty much gonna put this to bed. Because Kari and crits do go together very, very well. Once again, another flawless victory. In the back row, we're just gonna celebrate with a cheeky little level up.
You're just too strong. I'm amazed. Take this snowstone according to the rules.
Alright, well that was nice and easy. We'll go around him. That goes to the macro C. We want none of that. Disgusting behavior. Alright, and now if we go up here, we can leave Access Glacier and come back. Because we'll be back at the beginning where hopefully Zudomon, or Vikemon, is waiting for us. I don't remember if we have to fight Vikemon, but if we do, that's free XP, so we take those. And if not, then we finish the quest and we can turn around and leave. I will do the Access Glacier grinding in the future. Probably during Yusei's stream, which we'll be handing off to you very, very shortly. He is not here. Bring the stones you collected to the Vikemon. Imagine not standing at the place that we met him at. So now we have to go find Vikemon, who could be anywhere. Just when I thought that maybe we'd be done. And because I didn't choose to go home, we're still rocking the same amount of mana that we did before. Yep. So we got a Moljamon and a Hyugamon. Another Hyugamon. And all three of them will be dropping very shortly. In the hands of Gurren Juoha. Nice and easy. And we're getting the money slowly. It's a very phallic move to not be in the last place you met him. Yeah, it's like, yeah, return these to me. And he's like, okay. I'm not gonna tell you where I'm gonna be. I'm just gonna be somewhere else. Like, could you imagine being at a tournament? It's like, alright, report your results to the TO when you're done. Otherwise, we're gonna assume that something has gone wrong with your match and we'll just DQ you. And it's like, alright. They go to the TO desk and there's no TOs. It's like, hello? Or like getting a detention from a teacher and then the teacher not showing up to the detention. You're waiting outside the room just like, uh-huh. And I just forgot about it. It's like, well, this was a waste of time. No, I want Celestial Cross because it costs significantly less. Or they don't tell you where the detention is. You're just like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is not a frequent thing for me. I'm getting a call from the farm. Levels across the board. Mono learned a new skill. And is very close to becoming one of the Cyber-Dramon. No activity on Dirkling Island. Very close to becoming one of the Cyber-Dramon that we have been farming. Blazing Powder, not going to be useful to me at all. Yeah, it's so dumb. Let's go this way, I guess. Wait, no, this is just the end. We've been here before. Wait, but we went this way as well, didn't we? Oh, don't be 3 macro C. I would rather do anything else, so we're just gonna not entertain that idea for as long as possible. We may even have to enact cool beats to turbo and speed through obnoxious mazes through. So we've been both of these 2 ways. Have we gone down from here? That goes to macro C. I think no matter what, I think we're gonna have to end up going through macro C. Oh, you know what? I bet he's standing at the boss fight place. Yeah, I bet he's standing at the boss fight place where we fought Ophanimon. That would be my guess, which means we're gonna go this way. Past this Zudomon, because this Zudomon was in the way, and then we go this way. Through macro C. And then this way should send us to the beginning of macro C. See, we're putting the thinking cap on now, chat. Rise has leveled up to level 50. Still quite short of the holy digi, the holy XP required. Yep, and we go this way. Loop up and around. The fact that there's barriers in the way gives me a lot of hope for the direction that we've chosen. So after the post game of this, chat that's here, do you think you would prefer to see some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon post game next, or some Custom Robot Arena post game if we were returning to some previous games? Yeah, we're definitely going to do both, don't you worry. I'm just wondering what you guys would like to see first, if you were to have your pick. Alright, that quit's quite useful. I wonder if he has a metal resistance now that I think about it. It's cool that we are getting some actual cool mega level Digimon instead of Marine Angemon. Alright, so we got One for both. We've got one for Robo, so custom Robo is looking like it's going to be coming out on top for now. Obviously, it is still a little bit of a while off. Yeah, Double Blade didn't crit either of those times. I still have no clue. So one of each, of course. I'm sure it will come down to a poll closer to the time, but we'll do some post game in this game first, just so we're not bouncing around too much between all of them. Marine Devimon, Beedramon, Divermon. We're actually very close to being able to synthesize a Divermon now, actually. Middle tackle. And then Guren Joha. Once again, an unnecessary overkill due to the fact that we do not have a 3-space move. Hashtag give Flaremon a 3-space move. Please, my mana points are starving. What level is that back row now? That back row is level 25. And I've done it again, chat. I've done it again. We're engaging macro C mode. That is the only thing I'm gonna call it now, because that's what it is. It's macro C mode. Because yikes, I hate it so much. I hate it. It angers me. So we're gonna go with something from Ocularium. We're gonna. This one is called Consciousness. And it is time to apparently get stuck on a wall like some sort of deranged monkey. Alright, just checking with Jack, something to do with the charities that we're planning to support. Yeah, we may have selected our charity for Sunday's stream. So you can look forward to that. I'm sure it will get announced sooner rather than later. But I am very, very happy with the charity that we have selected. It's Juice Boy saying, "It's so peaceful lately. I'm really happy, but it must be all because of Eli. Eli's a really good tamer. Eli, thanks for everything. We're really grateful to you. I hope Eli can hear this. I think my friendship increased a lot. Since friendship increased by 10, let's go, Juice Boy." I want to point out that that was done on turbo. Like, that's how long that dialogue takes. And now we take a cheeky little look around, and there is Vikemon standing absolutely nowhere near where he was when he said return them to us, but you know. If he's gonna do that, he's gonna do that. We are out of I'm Lost the area, and I'm just gonna save. Sup, bruh?
Eli, you're amazing. You got all of them, but this is not the end. Now you must fight me. Let's begin.
Unfortunately for you, Vikemon, Gundam leveled up, which means it's time for him to spam double Dramon Claw without any regard for your feelings at all. Celestial Cross gonna hit for crit, 11k. Everyone's managed to do 4 digits so far. Will Kari join the trend? She will not. She did not get a crit though. And the Blizzard Going to do very little damage, but the speed down is slightly inconvenient. Let's go for another double Digimon Claw, shall we? Alright, defense down. And the critical gonna do 1.5k, another defense down, which means Celestial Cross should comfortably do at least 900 damage if it doesn't crit. I was grossly overestimating the abilities of my Digimon, and now I feel foolish. Will we break 800? We have crit, so everyone managed to do 4 digits at some point during the battle. And a nice easy 4k. Gonna cause everyone to level up except Rise and Gundam.
Thank you, Eli. It was a wonderful game. I hope you participate again.
Thanks. Next time, maybe tell me where you're gonna be, idiot. And that's a nice Devimon. I do not know why you've chosen to die upon this hill. You could have just let me leave peacefully, but instead you have forced me to gun you down. Well, now that that minor pest has been taken care of, I've decided the Gundam's about to level up, so there's really no reason to leave when I could just possibly run into a Megidramon. That's a Reptilemon. That's kind of cool looking. Reptile Dramon. Very, very nice. Alright, so let's do some serious damage there. Gonna use Celestial Hand because Reptile Dramon is a dragon and he's dead. And we have the level up for Gundam, which means my drive to be here is gone. Yeah, Reptilemon does actually have a pretty cool Digivolution route. So Hyogomon was right in front of the office. So we're gonna head up from the gate, talk to him, collect our prize, and go home.
Thanks, Eli. Thank you so much. Vikemon sent me an email. He said thank you to me. I'm so happy. This is all because of you. Now go get your reward at the Shine Center.
Thank you very much. This is a reception where we deal with quests invited by Union Headquarters. 160 Tamer points at 1.1k and a speed ring gamma. It becomes Grademon and Grademon becomes Alphamon. Is that in Digimon World Dawn though? Because in Digimon World Dawn, Alphamon comes from Nightmon. And Merchant of Death is going to be our next Union quest. Very, very exciting. However, we're not going to be taking that one on just yet. We are actually going to just be doing some other things like some grinding. Yeah, that's from like the official wiki for just in general though. Their Digivolution stuff that's listed in like the Digimon section doesn't always match up with what's in Digimon World Dawn. You have to scroll down to the Dawn Dusk section to see specifically what kooky, nonsensical routes the game wants you to take for certain Digimon in this game. Because in this game it is through Nightmon. And it requires you to have Clockmon for whatever reason. So, let us take a look-see at our Digimon in the farm. We'll do training with everyone. Ooh. And the master. The master that is Juice Boy, the Gainsman Supreme. Once again, showing that proper form and a dedication to your craft can result in excellent gains every time. You can DNA Digivolve into Metal Greymon or Black War Growlmon from what it's telling me. Interesting. Seems like a little bit of extra effort to get Black War Growlmon, considering you can just get it normally. Alright, time to make some thick boys. Alright, and now we're on Kendek Island, where we are increasing the speed of our Digimon. Yeah, Blackwell Greymon, you need to DNA, Digivolve, Reptile Dramon, and Dark Tyrannomon. Interesting. Alright, so we've gone through all of that. Let's take a look at how Cog is doing. Still a little bit of a ways off before he can reach the requested Hookmon. But that is today's playthrough of Digimon World Dawn. I hope you guys had fun. Connor doesn't have too much to catch up with, as this was more me catching him, and he's going to be plowing ahead through with his absolute bulldozer of a team through the story. Completing the Merchant of Death Union quest and potentially some others, but for now, fret not. Even though I am not handing over to Vermalingus, I'll be handing over to another very talented streamer that is playing a JRPG that has a lot more polish than this one, has a lot fewer flaws, and is a very, very fun watch. I'll be handing over to Feel the Niche for his Persona 5 Royale playthrough. So thank you to everyone that has tuned in. I hope you guys have had fun, and I know everyone got to stay for the same amount of time, but I should be back to my usual schedule for Saturday, and obviously Sunday I will not be streaming, as I will be taking part in the 24-hour live stream over on Staff's Fight Club. You can follow them on Twitter at Staff's Fight Club, and their Twitch is also Staff's Fight Club. I will be hosting on my channel, so if you can't be bothered to go find their channel, you can find it through mine and click on. I'll be in chat for a bunch of the portions. At 6 PM BST, I will be leading an Attack on Titan tribute game section, so make sure to tune in for that. We'll have a lot of fun there. And some members that you're used to seeing in chat will also be in the server. It might be open to everyone, but we're going to prioritize the people that are running the live stream and stuff getting in first. And if we have open slots, we will have open slots for the community. So if you want to know how to download that game, make sure to join our Discord, So-and-So Games Discord, where in Games General it is a pinned message on where you can get the RC, so you can play you can no longer play the game through the web browser, so you will need to download the current way of playing the game so that way you can join us when we play Attack on Titan tribute game at 6 PM. But there's a whole list, and the tweet is going live on Staff's Fight Club if it hasn't already. So check them out on Twitter at Staff's Fight Club so you can find out what our stream schedule is. And I'll be showing up in and out of the stream on Sunday. We're going to be raising money for a very good cause. I don't think the charity has been 100% confirmed yet, but the main charity we're looking at donating it to is Black Minds Matter UK, which is a charity that focuses on black mental health and just raising awareness for it and helping those affected by it just improve. So very dear to me, and an excellent choice if I do say myself. So I'm looking forward to helping raising some money for all of them. So definitely tune in on the Sunday at Staff's Fight Club. But for now, I shall be handing off to Cameron. I shall see you guys tomorrow on the flip side. Have a good one.